For more than 2,000 years, one massive structure has stretched across the mountains, deserts, and forests of northern China. Known today as the Great Wall of China, it is not a single wall built at one time, but a giant network of walls, forts, watchtowers, and military roads created by different Chinese dynasties over centuries. Its purpose was simple but critical: to defend China from invading armies and nomadic tribes coming from the north. But building such a wall across some of the harshest landscapes on Earth became one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history. The earliest walls were built during the 7th century BC by small Chinese states constantly at war with each other. These early defenses were made from packed earth, wood, and stone. But the true beginning of the Great Wall came in 221 BC, when Emperor Qin Shi Huang united China for the first time. To protect his empire from northern raiders known as the Xiongnu, he ordered separate walls to be connected into one giant defensive system. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers, workers, farmers, and prisoners were forced to work on the project. Many labored in freezing mountains, dry deserts, and dangerous cliffs where food and water were limited. Historians believe countless workers died during construction, giving the wall a reputation as one of the deadliest building projects in history. Building the wall across mountains was an enormous challenge. Workers first had to carve narrow paths into steep cliffs and rocky slopes. In many regions, heavy stones were cut directly from nearby mountains and carried by hand, carts, ropes, and animals. On high ridges, builders created foundations by flattening uneven ground and stacking stones tightly together. In areas where stone was difficult to find, they used tamped earth, a technique where layers of soil and gravel were compressed until they became extremely hard. Over time, these methods created walls strong enough to survive for centuries. During the Han Dynasty, the wall expanded farther west along important trade routes connected to the Silk Road. Watchtowers were added across mountains and deserts so soldiers could send signals using smoke during the day and fire at night. These signals could travel hundreds of kilometers in just a few hours, allowing China to warn entire regions about approaching enemies. The most famous parts of the Great Wall, seen today, were built much later, during the Ming Dynasty, between the 14th and 17th centuries. After repeated attacks from Mongol forces, the Ming rulers rebuilt huge sections using bricks and stone instead of earth. Builders created strong walls with guard towers, drainage systems, stairways, and fortified passes. In mountain regions near Beijing, walls followed sharp ridges and steep peaks, making enemy attacks extremely difficult. Some sections climbed so high and steep that workers had to transport materials by hand using ropes and baskets. At its peak, the Great Wall stretched more than 21,000 kilometers across northern China. Yet despite its size, the wall was not always successful at stopping invasions. Instead, it worked best as a military defense system that slowed enemies, protected trade routes, and allowed armies to communicate quickly across vast distances. Today, the Great Wall of China remains one of the most extraordinary structures ever built by human hands. Winding across mountains like a stone dragon, it stands as a symbol of determination, sacrifice, and the incredible engineering power of ancient China.